Well, today I'm going to talk about the illusion of fame and why you should avoid going after fame. Well, we are living through a historical crisis uh, of ambition, as they say. For the first time in human history, the number one core goal for the young generation isn't to be an astronaut, a doctor, or an artist, for example, is to be famous. Yes, we have been trained to view attention as the ultimate human currency, but nobody tells you what happens when you actually win that currency, because fame isn't a reward, it's a trap. Well, we need to dismantle the biggest lie of the internet age, the idea that you should try to be famous. Whether it's traditional Hollywood, celebrity, or modern algorithmic internet fame, we treat public visibility like the finish line of a successful life. But if you look closely at the people who actually get there, they aren't celebrating, they are trying to figure out how to escape. Trust me. Here is the neurological, or whatever they call it, neurological reality. Your brain is not designed for this. Evolutionarily, humans are built to handle the opinions of about 150 people in a tribe. That is our psychological safety limit. When you scale that up to 150,000 or 1.5 million strangers, the system breaks down. Yeah. Fame forces you to live in a psychological environment that your biology literally considers an emergency. The first thing fame steals from you is your privacy. Yeah, privacy, my friend. And privacy is not a luxury, it is a fundamental requirement for mental health. In a normal life, you have the right to be messy. You can have a bad day, make a stupid mistake, or look exhausted at the grocery store. And the world moves on. Nobody cares. When you are known, your worst days become public environment. You enter a state of permanent hypervigilance, constantly performing your own life because you never know who is watching or who is recording. The second problem is that fame requires you to turn your humanity into a product. To keep an audience, you have to become a brand. You have to take your complex, evolving personality and flatten it into something predictable that people can consume. If you grow, if you change your mind, or if you simply outgrow the niche that made you popular, your audience feels betrayed. You become a prisoner of a avatar that you have created. And once you are product, my friend, your self-worth becomes tied to stock prices. In the digital world, that means views, likes, and algorithms. You start outsourcing your happiness to numbers controlled by engineers and software engineers, or whatever they call them in Silicon Valley. If the graph goes up, you feel alive. If the graph goes down, you experience genuine existential dread. You are on a treadmill that never stops. and no amount of applause will ever feel like enough. So, what's the alternative? The alternative is to seek mastery, financial independence, and impact without the visibility. There is a sweet spot in life that the ancient philosophers called the hidden life. It's the realm of the elite practitioner being highly respected in your specific field, paid well for your skill, and completely anonymous the moment you step off the clock. When you stop chasing fame, you get your energy back. You can spend it on things that actually fill your cup. Deep friendships, where people love you for who you are, not what you present. Creative projects where you can take risks and fail safely without a public jury voting on your worth. You exchange the shallow affirmations of millions of people you will never meet in person for the deep love of the few people who actually care and matter. Don't let an algorithm convince you that your life only matters if it's broadcast to a crowd. The most beautiful parts of existence happen when the cameras are off. Protect your privacy, master your craft, love your people, step off the stage, and go live a real life instead. Thank you. Bye.